Hey guys, today we're going to be comparing and ordering fractions, and primarily fractions that have uncommon denominators. We're going to be looking at three different models of ways of comparing. The first model that we're going to look at is a number line. So we will be comparing 2/3 with 3/6. So I'm going to put the circle in the middle to represent that I don't know the inequality symbol yet. But I'm going to represent 2/3 on my number line. And so from 0 to 1, I need to partition it into 3 equal pieces. And I see that I have 2 out of the 3. So my dot for 2/3 will be represented right here. For 3/6, I need to partition my number line from 0 to 1 into 6 pieces. So I'm going to cut it in half first and then break it up into 3 pieces on each side. And I'm going to find 1, 2, 3. So that is where 3/6 will be. And looking at my number line, I see that 2/3 is greater than 3/6. The next strategy that we're going to look at is a strip diagram. This is very similar to our number line strategy, just in a different representation. So to model 2/5 in a strip diagram, I need to cut the whole strip diagram into 5 equivalent pieces. So notice I'm using the denominator to tell me how many total pieces I need to cut it into. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And those don't look equal. So I'm actually going to erase and start over. Right, and those look a little better. And so I only have 2 out of 5. So I'm only going to shade 2/5. For the second fraction, I have 2/4, so I need to cut it into 4 total pieces. So I'm going to cut it down the middle first. That is not the middle, so we're going to try again. Cut it down the middle first, and then cut it into 2 pieces on either side. And this time I have 2 out of 4, so I'm going to shade 2 out of the 4. Again, looking at my strip diagram, I see that 2/4 is greater than 2/5. I could also write this by saying that 2/5 is less than 2/4. These two statements mean the exact same thing. Our third way to compare fractions in a representational way is by using fraction circles. This is very similar to our strip diagrams. We're still representing a part out of a whole, only this time we're seeing it as a circle instead of a rectangle. And so our first fraction, 3/4, tells me that that is 3 out of 4 total. So I'm going to cut the circle into 4 pieces, and I'm only going to shade 3 of them. And then 2/8, that tells me that is 2 out of 8. So I'm going to cut the circle into 8 pieces. And this time I am only going to shade 2 of them. And this visual representation very quickly shows me that 3/4 is greater than 2/8. I could also write this as saying 2/8 is less than 3/4.